Unforgiven is 1 month away. Hi, everybody. It's good old JR Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, the Hall of Famer, at ringside. And tonight, we've got a huge tag team match.
That's right. 4 potential championship contenders are going to butt heads here tonight on Raw.
This is their chance to impress the fans and our general manager.
And if these guys are serious about making a run at the championship, that's exactly what they have to do.
He's a tremendous superstar, and his partner's no slouch either.
Maybe so, but they better not take their opponents lightly. Everyone in this match is looking to prove that they're #1 contender material. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age. And it's been reversed. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's...
And there's the tag. Kenny Doxter's first WWE appearance was with that all-male cheerleading squad, the Spirit Squad. Not that that's a bad thing, yes?
Come on. I bet you thought about being a male cheerleader for OU, waving those pom-poms and grinning like an idiot.
We didn't have male cheerleaders in Oklahoma, King, but that tend to...
Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. He may get the 3 count here. 1, 2. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
Boy, it must burn you up to see a cocky young superstar like Nitro do so well here in the WWE, JR.
I think everyone should get what they deserve, King. Nitro deserves to be rewarded for his athletic ability. But if he keeps walking around like he's God's gift to sports entertainment, I think he deserves to be proven wrong.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine getting beaten with your own finisher, JR?
1, 2.
You gotta respect the... I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2. A textbook reversal there. They made the tag. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count, King. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. He's a slippery devil.
He countered that one perfectly. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. We could have a pinfall here, JR.
1, 2, 3. This is really getting personal for...
What the heck?
It's Bobby Lashley.
What's Lashley's problem? This is Raw, not ECW.
But look at the power. He caught him in midair.
Lashley's out of control. I can't look.
Don't do it. Don't do it. My God. Bobby Lashley just took out 4 of Raw's top superstars in a matter of seconds.
going to let this Lashley situation get out of control, so I'm officially deputizing you to take care of it. Find yourself someone to back you up and do whatever it takes to get rid of him. Understand?
Unforgiven is less than 3 weeks away. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And speaking of Unforgiven, I don't think Raw superstars will forgive the ECW champion for what he did last week.
Yeah, what a tough guy. He ambushed 4 of our superstars after they were exhausted from a match.
Still, taking out 4 Raw superstars, exhausted or not, is no mean feat.
Well, tonight's our chance to get some payback. I can't wait.
We're hearing now that the partner he chose to take on the ECW champion has had a change of heart and will not be appearing here tonight.
I can't blame anyone for not wanting to take on that monster, but that makes this a one-on-one match, and I don't like those odds.
This was supposed to be a handicap match tonight, but instead, we've got a one-on-one affair.
I hate to say it, but it doesn't favor the home team, JR. I mean, look at this guy. He's a monster.
He countered that and made it look easy. He's a slippery devil. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't.
There's nothing fancy about this move, JR. He's using the ring rope to cut off the flow of oxygen.
And it won't take long for that to have a pronounced effect upon his opponent. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. His opponent's down, and he's got something in mind here.
My God, that's just not right. That's completely uncalled for. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
These superstars are beating the heck out of me.
I don't believe it. We might see a superstar get beat with their own finishing move here. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep... Here he goes! Up the turnbuckle! This could be really good or really bad.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, he might be thinking of one of his favorite tunes.
No! Sweet chin music! I don't believe it! He's going for the pin!
1, 2, 3.
Did you ever...
The fury of the ECW champion is a terrifying thing to behold.
We better get some more security out here. And maybe some tranquilizer guns.
There's no doubt in my mind that this is not over.
Not by a long shot. The ECW champion has set his sights on obliterating Raw.
And I have to wonder if there's a superstar in the locker room who can stop him.
Come on, JR. Have a little faith. Someone will step up. I hope.
What are you doing? This isn't about you. This is about Raw and Lashley. He wants to take out our whole brand, and we've got to get rid of him before he gets rid of us.
Unforgiven is less than 2 weeks away. This is that barbecue-loving Jim Ross here with the Hall of Famer, Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And tonight, folks, 2 of Raw's top contenders go head-to-head.
This is just plain stupid. The ECW champion has declared war on Raw, and those 2 idiots can't get on the same page.
Well, they are both looking to be named the #1 contender.
So settle that once the big monster's been taken care of then. He's the bigger threat to both of them.
He and his opponent are both looking to be named the #1 contender. Tonight, we'll see who deserves that honor.
You ask me, it's neither one of them. It's stupid for them to feud with each other when Raw's under attack from ECW.
And it's been reversed.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. What a reversal. He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle, but instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age. You're putting a lot on the line when you...
He just stole his opponent's finishing move. Talk about adding insult to injury, JR. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. He's climbing up. I'm not so...
He can't do that, JR. That's his opponent's finishing move. Mark my words, this Kenny Dykstra is a young, up-and-coming superstar to keep your eyes on.
There's no doubt that Kenny Dykstra doesn't have a great upside, but he also has a tendency to take an unfair advantage whenever he gets the chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He might be thinking of one of his favorite tunes.
No! Sweet chin music! I don't believe it!
He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2, 3.
What a And look who's back. Bobby Lashley.
Give me a break. This guy's got to get over it.
Where did those two come from?
The fighter jets of ECW just invaded.
An unbelievable flying face buster and body splash.
Now an anaconda vice? These bingo hall refugees are making us look like idiots.
Unforgiven is this Sunday. But first, Raw goes head-to-head with ECW tonight. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside.
And it doesn't get any bigger than this, JR. The pride of Raw is on the line tonight.
Not to mention the health of several superstars who hope to go on to Unforgiven this Sunday.
And if they let ECW walk all over them tonight, they'll all be unforgiven by these fans.
I cannot believe his partner backed out on him again. This is going to be a 3-on-2 Extreme Rules Tag Team Match Advantage ECW.
And I can't believe this guy was enough of a moron to pick him for a partner twice. Fool him twice, shame on him.
And the opponent, the Sandman. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Any superstar shows...
If you root around under the ring long enough, you're bound to find a weapon of some sort or another.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
I'd be surprised if there was a single person in this arena who didn't, King.
I think that's a tag.
What a vicious chair shot!
That chair was never meant to be used like that, JR. He countered that one perfectly.
And it's been reversed. The Sandman might not be to everyone's liking. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view. Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament? Oh!
Uh-oh. Looks like he's got a song he wants to play for his opponent.
Sweet chin music. That's a toe tapper, all right.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem... He might be thinking of one of his favorite tunes.
No! Sweet chin music! I don't believe it!
And now a pin. This could be it.
2.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
This Lashley is an absolute monster. We've seen him decimate just about every opponent he's ever...
Oh my gosh, JR, he's going for it.
The RKO! The RKO! We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cock...
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. Here's the pin. Could this be
1, 2.
Oh, I've got no earthly idea how these fans can cheer for a maniac like Sabu.
Like him or not, you have to admit that Sabu's made a reputation for himself by never giving less than 100%.
Well, he sure hasn't gotten by on his good looks.
1, 2, 3.
This is Raw. Come on! The match is over!
All right, I've had it.
Now, where in the hell's King going?
Here. Get this. Take him out.
All right.
Take him out.
Now we're seeing a little bit of brand unity.
No, don't let them go.
Tippers are off the charts here, and the crowd is deafening. Raw, and I guess Jerry the King Lawler has turned the ECW tide. But can they shut it down once and for all at Unforgiven? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unforgiven.
And I can't believe the ECW champion is here at a Raw pay-per-view.
This is Raw's chance to send him packing once and for all.
And if he can pull it off, he's the new #1 contender.
It's going to be intense. It's going to be brutal. Unforgiven begins now. SmackDown's honor rests squarely on his shoulders. A victory here tonight would establish him as Raw's #1 contender.
And I've never been this guy's biggest fan, but I hope he sends the ECW champion back to Tuesday nights with his tail between his legs.
He's shown time and time again that he'll go to any extremes, pardon the pun, to humiliate Raw.
And I, for one, am getting sick of seeing his ugly mug around here. I'd love nothing more than to see him on the receiving end of a Raw beatdown.
A textbook reversal there.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. And what a slobber knocker of a shot with that sledgehammer.
That'll rearrange your facial features for sure, JR.
Oh my God, a thunderous blow from that sledgehammer.
Man, talk about getting hammered.
Good grief. I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue. He just stole his opponent's finishing move. Talk about adding insult to injury, JR.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way.
I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
He countered that, and are you seeing what I'm seeing, King? Looks like turnabout is fair play. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
Lashley's got all the size and strength anyone could ask for. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him the win here tonight.
That's your opinion, King. But if Lashley's career thus far has been... He might be thinking of one of his favorite tunes.
No! Sweet chin music! I don't believe it!
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2, 3.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? ECW for you, JR. No honor whatsoever.
A vicious assault on Raw's new #1 contender. This is disgraceful.
Come on. The match is over. You lost. Deal with it.
I'd say that he should be ashamed of himself, but I don't think that he's got any shame at all.
No shame, no self-respect, and no respect for his opponent or anyone else.
There's no doubt in my mind that Raw has won this battle.
Yeah, but believe me, JR, the war is far from over.
You think you proved something tonight? You think you proved that you're better than me? You're nothing. And this ain't over. I promise. Don't think for 1 second that I don't know that you're the reason me and my girl split up. And don't think that you're not going to pay for it either.